Hello. So today I'll just take you through the new model of ThinkPad, which is like a very basic and economic range of ThinkPads. So I purchased this from Lenovo India, and it got delivered to me within 3 days because it was like ready to ship model. So the specifications of this laptop are it is like a i5 10th generation laptop, and it's having 8 gigs of RAM and 250 gigs of NVMe SSD storage. And I purchased this without any operating system because I just don't wanted to have didn't wanted to have any uh, Lenovo boltware on the laptop. So, and I wanted to actually install it like in a dual boot mode with Linux and Windows 10. Okay, so let's quickly see the ports and connectivities. So you have a USB Type C port, which is like which is also used for charging the laptop. And good thing is that this laptop gets charged 80% within 1 hour, in 1 hour time. And next to this charging port, you have two USB 3.1 ports, one HDMI port, a audio jack, which is like a headphone plus microphone jack, 3.5 mm. Nothing on the front. On the sides, on the side you have USB 2.0 LAN port and Kingston lock connector. Nothing on the back. On the top, on the front, sorry, you do have this iconic ThinkPad logo with this red LED. When you turn on the laptop, this LED goes up. And at the bottom, couple of vents, and it has got inbuilt battery, so you can't just remove and change the battery when it goes out of charge. So this is pretty much on the outer side, and it has got Bluetooth 5 connectivity, I believe. uh, okay, so let me just turn on the laptop now. So that's how it looks from inside. As you can see, it mainly, I mean, I like the keyboards of ThinkPad, so that's the reason why I got it. And in this model you also get this click pad here, and a trackball, along with this regular trackpad, mouse trackpad. Yeah. So keyboard is the most like I mean, the best USP of this ThinkPad. I mean, you can't like have any this kind of a keyboard with any HP or Dell models. I do have a Dell Latitude from my office, and to be very honest, I mean, spending time on keyboards, I mean, preparing like writing code and all, I mean, it goes very well on this ThinkPad keyboard. So as you can see here, this power button here is actually kind of like has two purposes. One is like it's obviously used for power, and it also has like inbuilt fingerprint scanner. So if you when you press the power button, at the same time it takes your finger scan and uses that for for your Windows login. So let me just quickly boot this laptop for you. Just a second. Okay, just adjust the camera a bit. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let me just turn it on. So I've installed Windows 10 alongside Ubuntu 20. So this is the boot menu. I mean, first Ubuntu and then the Windows. So let me just go into Windows first. So it's booting with SSD, and booting is like fast enough. I mean, it's not that slow. I mean, compared to when you compare it to it with conventional. Okay, so that's now already, as you can see, that it took my finger and it automatically logged in. So booting is fast here. So let me now go into Ubuntu. I'm just restarting it. Okay, so restart is also fast. I've disabled fast boot mode from Windows. I'll tell you why. So now I'm going to Ubuntu. So basically, in fast boot mode, this laptop actually does not allows you to go into BIOS, and which I did it obviously for kind of Ubuntu installation. So now I'm logging into Ubuntu. In Ubuntu, for some reason the finger scanner is not working. I mean, though it's getting detected, you can see it in the ls PCI output. So, but it's not functional for me at least. So let me show you ls PCI. Sorry, ls USB, ls USB. So let me just take the camera a bit. Okay, so things reverse. I mean, I'm using the front camera, so you can't read it actually. So okay, that's okay. So it's having a it can in ls USB you can see the fingerprint device is getting detected, but okay, there is no, I think, firmware available on Ubuntu 20 for this, so that's why it's not working. And one important thing, I mean, when you install Ubuntu plus Windows on this laptop, make sure that you keep this laptop in UEFI mode. Okay, it should not be in UEFI plus legacy or legacy, because that's because I actually tried installing Windows and Ubuntu in legacy mode, but there was a problem there. When the laptop booted up, it was kind of like just after power start, it was flickering for 15 to 20 seconds for 4 to 5 times. It was not that, I mean, that fast flicker. I mean, a cursor appeared, then the blank screen, black screen, then cursor, then the black screen. Then I'd already raised this thing with the Lenovo support. I told them the legacy mode should work, and I don't know if they will address it or not. But anyway, today I've installed, like yesterday, in fact yesterday evening, I installed Windows again in UEFI mode, and Ubuntu also in the same mode. So I've assigned, I think, 180 gigs to Windows 10, and rest of the disk is assigned to Ubuntu. So I mean, on Ubuntu I have to have sufficient space, I mean, for my regular coding. So I mean, this Visual Studio Code I've already installed to work on kind of Python stuff. So I mean, this is okay. I mean, it's like, I think this if I take care of this laptop, this should last kind of like, I mean, for long actually. I think 5 to 6 years. I'm assuming that it will last. Like, you know, even the configuration. Look in the configuration. This configuration is good enough, I mean, to last long. Yeah. So that's pretty much okay. One more thing. This camera you see over here, it's having a small shutter. Let me take the mobile closer. So this camera has a small shutter. I'm not sure if you can see it, but if I can actually close this shutter and open it like when needed. So this way you can just make sure that there's no application like using camera kind of like in a hidden mode or so. Yeah, this is like for pretty good for privacy. Yeah. So that's pretty much about the laptop. And of course, yeah, I mean, this ClickPad and trackpad is like I don't know why other manufacturers are not giving it, but this is like very good. Yeah, especially if you're working on Linux. Yeah. Thanks. I hope you find it useful. Bye.